ओके, कहाँ तक थे हम? Just tell me what is the difference between stratiform and podiform chromite deposit? Can anyone tell me? What is the basic difference between the stratiform and podiform deposit? Is there any process of formation difference or any type of age difference or any tectonic setting difference is there? Just tell me. Anyone?
The stratiform deposits occur in layers and mainly the example is bushveld complex.
Okay.
And they are associated with ultramafic rocks.
Okay. This is the basic difference. And what about podiform deposits?
Podiform deposits are lens shaped and they are related with ophiolites.
They are associated with the ophiolite complexes, right? Is there any age difference in between the stratiform and podiform chromite deposit? Am I audible or no? Yes, no. Am I not audible or what?
Audible, sir.
Okay, just tell me, is there any age difference stratiform chromite और podiform chromite पे कुछ मतलब जैसे मान लो कि स्ट्रैटिफॉर्म पैलियोजोइक पे मिलता है और आर्कियन पे मिलता है और ओफिलाइट प्रोटोजोइक पे मिलता है, राइट? Is there any age difference or there will not be any age difference?
Maybe, sir.
Maybe. Any other idea? अब पढ़ते नहीं है क्या? I already given lot of difference between the stratiform and podiform. See, predominantly late Archean or early Proterozoic, or Archean too you can say early Proterozoic. There will be the Mesozoic tertiary boundary. Why it is so? Why it is so? Can anyone? Just guess करो. Just take a guess. Is there any difference like why it is associated in the late Archean period, why it is associated with the Mesozoic and tertiary period? Because what happens is all the deposit will be hosted like different hosts, right? If you come to the stratiform deposit, these are the ultramafic complexes, right? In between ultramafic complexes you will find the chromite deposit, stratiform chromite deposit I am talking about. So these normally are found in the stable continental area, right? Am I right or wrong? What do you mean by stable continental area? Can anyone?
So cratons.
Craton, right? These are the stable craton, right? So these are always associated with the stable cratonic area, right? Stratiform deposit. All the craton like belongs to the from the Archean or like early Archean to early Proterozoic time period, right? उसके बाद exist नहीं करेगा craton, right? If there will be the existence of the craton, then there will be the some deformation happen. ठीक है, after that or like multi phase of deformation happen at that particular time period. तो उसके बाद मिल सकता है, इसका मतलब नहीं है कि नहीं मिलेगा, मिल सकता है all those like craton गोइंग अंडर डिफॉर्मेशन, ठीक है, उसके बाद अगर मिलेगा. So that's why it confined to the earlier can or very small narrow range time period, right? If you come to the fortiform, these are the like ophiolite complexes and the found in the Meadowsonic ridge setting, right? Subduction zone. So like in that type of Mesozoic tertiary, all the like plate get consumed, ठीक है. इसीलिए at that particular time most of the ophiolite complexes will occur. इसीलिए उस टाइम पे ज्यादा कोडिफॉर्म डिपॉजिट हमको मिलता है. क्लियर और एनी डाउट? एनी डाउट और
एक बार रिपीट कर दीजिए प्लीज.
देखो, जब स्ट्रैटिफॉर्म डिपॉजिट कब मिलता है? ड्यूरिंग द earlier can, right? Why it is in the earlier can time, not the late Proterozoic time? Because all the stable continental area or all the cratonic area will normally find under the Archean period. जैसे मान लो सिंगभूम क्रैटन ले लो, ठीक है, एरावली ले लो, राइट, और धरवार ले लो, all those like are the craton, right? What do you mean by craton?
Large stable continental part.
Exactly, right. So during that early Archean or early Proterozoic time, although like craton will stable at that particular time period. After that, if it is stable, ठीक है, अगर कोई आपको craton मिलता है, then that particular craton undergoes multiple phase of deformation will happen, ठीक है, after that. तो इसीलिए हमको अर्ली अर्कियन और अर्ली प्रोटोजोइक पे स्ट्रेटिफॉर्म क्रोमाइट डिपॉजिट मिलता है, ठीक है. अगर पोडिफॉर्म के बात करोगे, ऑल दोस फाइंड इन द मेडोसोनिक सेटिंग और लाइक सुप्रा सबडक्शन जोन एरिया, राइट, व्हेन द प्लेट गेट कंज्यूम्ड. तो व्हेन द प्लेट कंज्यूम, इफ यू गो टू द कोई क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा है क्या?
नो सर.
Okay, when that plate consume if you go to the stratigraphy during like Mesozoic tertiary, right, during that particular volume all the like plate get consumed. So that's why we normally find in the polyform deposit at that particular setting. Clear?
Yes sir, clear.
Okay, so these are all about the layer intrusion type हम डिस्कस किए थे. All the like ophiolite complexes, Horsborgite subtype. What do you mean by Horsborgite? Horsborgite क्या है बताओ?
मिनरल है.
हाँ,
सर अल्ट्रामैफिक रॉक, इग्नेस रॉक है.
Horsborgite मिनरल है, कौन बोला?
The olivine orthopyroxene bearing ultramafic rock.
Exactly, right. You should memorize all those like what are the different type of mineral present in the Horsborgite, right? Olivine and orthopyroxene. ये ट्रायंगल याद है या भूल गए सब? देखो, जियोलॉजी इज not only all about like conceptual clarity. You should memorize all the detail. If I will tell you the stratigraphic sequence, you should at least memorize कि किस किस टाइम पीरियड पे ये सीक्वेंस होता था. You should memorize these things, but you should कॉन्सेप्ट क्या है उसको कि इस टाइम पे ऐसे ऐसे होता था ग्रेजुअली, ठीक है, ऐसा आया फ्लावरिंग प्लांट, अब आया ग्रेजुअली, क्यों आया, ठीक है, क्यों हम डायनासोर एक्सटेंड कर गया, ठीक है, उसके बाद क्या हुआ. ऑल द सीक्वेंस इज कॉन्सेप्ट, बट यू शुड मेमोराइज ऑल द डिटेल, राइट. दिस इज द अल्ट्रामैफिक डायग्राम. ये क्या है बताओ? ये बेस पे क्या है बताओ? ये 10% लाइन
वेबस्टराइट.
वेबस्टराइट, राइट. एंड दिस वन, ये मिडिल वाला
Lazurite.
डायगोलाइट.
दिस मिडिल वाला है, ये और एक है.
नहीं, ये सर रेड लाइट.
नो, दिस इज ऑलिविन वेबस्टराइट, राइट. ये जो है, ये ऊपर वाला देखो, ये लेयरजोलाइट है, ये हॉर्जोबर्गाइट है. आप भूल जाते हो, यू आर कंफ्यूजिंग. देखो तीनों सीक्वेंस है, ठीक है. ये तो हो गया 90% लाइन, ये हो गया 10% लाइन, ठीक है. ये जो हो गया ये 50% लाइन है ना, ऐसे. ये जो है, ये क्या है, लेयरजोलाइट है. ये क्या है, हॉर्जबर्गाइट है. ये क्या है, ओवरलाइट है. ये क्या है, वेबस्टराइट है. ये क्या है, ऑलिविन वेबस्टराइट है कि नहीं. दिस इज ओपीएक्स एंड दिस इज ऑल अबाउट सीपीएक्स. दिस इज ऑलिविन वेबस्टराइट, ठीक है. एंड ये वाला जो सीक्वेंस है, ये नीचे आओ, ये ऑर्थोपायरोक्सेनाइट, ये क्लाइनोपायरोक्सेनाइट. क्लाइनोपायरोक्सेनाइट. एम आई राइट और रॉन्ग?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you should memorize all those like classification पे, classification से definitely you will get like 2-3 question. वेराइटी फॉर्म, जैसे कंपोजिशन दे दिया है, ठीक है, उस टाइप से भी पूछ सकता है. कोई टेक्टोनिक सेटिंग एस्पेक्ट से पूछ सकता है, ठीक है. कोई कंपोजिशन पूछ सकता है, या फिर मैच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग पूछ सकता है. विल गेट लॉट ऑफ वेराइटी टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम द इग्नेस क्लासिफिकेशन, ठीक है. So you should at least memorize 3-4 points from the what are the different type of stratiform deposit. Sorry, what is the different classification? Oh, sorry, classification not. What are the basic difference between the stratiform deposit and podiform deposit, right? What are their mineralization associated with the stratiform deposit? ठीक है, age क्या है? And this is all about typical example. The example is Bushveld complex, South Africa Stillwater complex, or New Zealand Great Dyke of New Zealand is also associated with the stratiform deposit. Then all the podiform deposit is the Cyprus type podiform like Rhodos complex in the New Caledonia. ठीक है. It is associated with the Mesozoic tertiary time period. It is associated with the late Archean. Why it is late Archean? Because it is found in the stable continental area and it is found in the normally spreading center. ठीक है, Medosonic recipe. ठीक है. And the texture associated with the cumulate texture, like cumulus. What do you mean by cumulus? Igneous पे पढ़े थे, cumulus texture. बताओ, igneous पे पढ़े थे ना. What do you mean by cumulus texture? क्या?
Gravitative settling.
Exactly, right. During the gravitative settling, what happens is the heavier crystal get sink. ठीक है, gravitative settling से बनता है, लेकिन how this will happen? ये जो देख रहे हो ना, so this is the intergranular crystal in between those two crystal, or when the heavier gets sink to the bottom, ठीक है, in between those crystal you will find some space or melt. ये देखो, in between you will find some melt which is not fully crystallized. ठीक है, ये जो intergranular, ये जब crystallize होगा, when it will go crystallization, ठीक है, it will field, and these crystals slightly get bigger size. These crystal called cumulate crystal, ठीक है, and the texture is showing, this is called cumulate texture. Clear or any doubt? बताओ, कोई डाउट है तो. Yes, no, maybe.
No doubt.
Okay. So all the stratiforms showing the cumulate type texture, normally uvedral to subhedral chromite. What do you mean by uvedral and what do you mean by subhedral?
You get the legs and the faces develop totally.
बताओ सही.
So when the crystal faces develop totally.
It is called evoidal, right? You can find the
Yes.
perfect developed evoidal crystal. That means all the crystal outline, not like crystal, you can say crystal outline. It will be better nomenclature when the crystal outline will be perfectly visible. It's called evoidal. When it is partially visible, it is called subhedral. When the crystal outline you will not find in any crystal, it's called anhedral. Okay, normally stratiform deposit you will find the crystal shape. ठीक है, well developed crystal shape we will find in the stratiform deposit, but in case of the fortiform we will not find any type of crystal outline. ठीक है, all those like crystal get deformed gradually. ठीक है, because like due to subduction zone or like due to consuming nature of the plate. ठीक है, all those crystal get gradually deformed. ठीक है, इसलिए हमको नहीं मिलता है. In case of the fortiform deposit, all the like a lens type of crystal, no lens type of crystal will normally find. Orbicular, it is showing orbicular texture. ठीक है. So this is all about the stratiform deposit. It is called the fortiform deposit. ये हम छोड़े थे. Great dike of Zimbabwe हम डिस्कस किए थे. About the fortiform हम डिस्कस कर रहे थे या कंप्लीट हो चुका था. कहाँ तक कंप्लीट था बताओ मुझे कोई.
तो पॉडीफॉर्म स्टार्ट करना था.
ओके, ये शायद मैं कर दिया था ये. ओके, लेट्स बिगिन. लाइक all the type of podiform chromite deposit, ठीक है, irregular pattern you know, right? Sit like pod like in basic form but can be variable in their shape. It can be lens shape, it can be pipe shape, but mostly you will find the podiform chromite deposit in the lens shape or lenticular pattern that shows the orbicular texture. ठीक है, all the podiform chromite showing the orbicular texture, but in case of the stratiform chromite all the like stratiform showing the cumulus structure. ठीक है, so podiform deposit occur in the irregular peridotite mass or peridotite gabbro complexes because it is associated with the ultramafic complexes. ठीक है, इसीलिए हमको peridotite भी मिलता है because like if you go to the ophiolite complexes there will be not a fixed composition. ठीक है, the composition varies from the ultramafic to the basic. ठीक है, the range is from the ultramafic range to the basic or mafic range. ठीक है, हमको पहले ophiolite complex पे सीक्वेंस, पहले का सीक्वेंस क्या है? You will get the sediment deposit from the ocean floor, right? Then you will get the lava. Am I right or wrong?
Right, sir.
So the lava composition is normally mafic, right? You will get normally the basaltic lava, mostly, right? Pillow lava, that means the pillow lava is the basaltic lava. ठीक है, so you will get the, and last पे क्या मिलता है? The ultramafic complexes like peridotite. Yes or no? Last पे basement पे
Yes, so peridotite and Hertzbergite.
right? So these are the ultramafic rock that are associated with the chromite deposit. So मैं पहले से ही बोलता था in those all the sequence you will get at the basement पे आपको chromite deposit मिलता है. ठीक है, अगर आप बुशवेल कॉम्प्लेक्स पे जाओगे, if you will go to the great dike of Zimbabwe, ठीक है, you will find at the basement. ठीक है, बेस पे आपको मिलेगा, not the upper part. So all those like chromite deposit is the very deep seated rock, right? Because it is formed in the very early stage of the magmatic crystallization. ठीक है, so most ophiolite are believed to represent the transported fragment of the oceanic lithosphere. ये हम डिस्कस किए थे because like what do you mean by ophiolite? उस दिन बताए थे what do you mean by ophiolite?
It is a snake-like rock,
हाँ, it is the snake-like
ultramafic rock formed from abduction.
due to the abduction, right? What do you mean by abduction? What do you mean by abduction?
Subduction का opposite of thrust.
Of thrust,
Thrusting.
right? Thrusted open, right? Thrusted off. When the oceanic lithosphere get thrusting towards the continental area or exposed in the continental area, that is the, or a slice part of the oceanic lithosphere, when it get abducted, it is called the ophiolite. Okay? So all the podiform deposit are the associated with the ophiolite complexes. Okay? That means it is normally found in the oceanic lithosphere or oceanic setting, you can say. That's why I always say it is associated with the mid-oceanic ridge setting. Okay? Within many large complexes, the chromite deposit normally in contact between the peridotite and gabbro. अभी बताया था, because peridotite normally find in the basal part, ठीक है, and ऊपर पे आपको मिलेगा क्या है, gabbro complexes. So in between those, ठीक है, or in between those transition zone, you will normally find in the podiform chromite deposit. ठीक है, हम देखेंगे आगे. Where there will be the no pure gabbro, प्योर गैब्रो नहीं और प्योर पेट्रोटाइट नहीं है, ठीक है. इन बिटवीन दोस ट्रांजिशन एरिया यू विल नॉर्मली फाइंड इन द पोडिफॉर्म क्रोमाइट डिपॉजिट. क्लियर? सो इट इज स्ट्रांगली एलोंगेटेड और लेंटिकुलर शेप, ठीक है. लार्ज नंबर ऑफ स्मॉल